Do you like Marvel Rivals? Do you like Marvel Rivals Season 5? I know I sure do. So let's talk about it in this video. So for a start, let's address the elephant in the room, starting in Season 5. Gambit. Gambit is one of my favorite characters in all of Marvel. I really love Gambit. I was extremely happy and excited to see that Gambit was not only originally leaked to come to this game soon, but also when he was announced to come in Season 5, you could just imagine my reaction. Playing Gambit, he's a lot of fun. I love playing Gambit. He's a great character. I don't really have any issues with him. I got him to Lord naturally, and I couldn't tell you anything wrong that I see that they could have done. I couldn't tell you anything bad about it. Now, before he was revealed to be a strategist, I, along with many others, had believed that he would be a duelist, not only because of what the leaks had stated, but also because he's Gambit, kinetic energy, you know, that whole kind of thing. But I could also understand why he ended up becoming strategist, and it makes total sense when you really think about it, because Gambit plays with cards, you know, that whole idea just makes sense for strategists, because, you know, strategy. But other than that, Gambit's a great character, and he made a name for himself here. Moving on to events, there really wasn't much going on in Season 5 early on. We had the Elder's chessboard with the Iron Spider skin, which was cool. Big win for people who like Iron Spider, so congratulations. But towards the middle and the end, we ended up getting the anniversary event, which was a pretty cool event. It came with a lot of cool accessories and a lot of opportunities for more units. Way more units than I think most of us were expecting to receive. The only cool part I can note that I cared about was the Blade skin, because I play Blade, and I like that skin because it's goofy. The anniversary event was just cool. I didn't really have much of an opinion on it. I just thought it was just something that was pretty cool that they decided to do for the game's first year anniversary. Though I do wish that Galacto would shut up. I hate hearing the
I'm kicking off Rivals Day by coming to Earth and live streaming the celebration. I'm kicking off Rivals Day. I'm kicking off Rivals Day. I'm kicking off Rivals Day
over and over again whenever opening up the events tab. That was really annoying. Moving on to maps, we didn't really get anything for quick play. We just got Times Square, which, I mean, it's a fun map and all, but let's just be honest, that's pretty much just an Edator's habitat. We also got the Grand Garden, which is a really nice map. I like the Grand Garden. It's like a mix of like Krakoa and Wakanda. I really like how vibrant the map looks. It's very bright. It's very nice. Along with Grand Garden, we got the 18 versus 18 mode, which is a pretty fun mode. You would play to like warm up or just have chaotic fun. Nothing crazy. Another elephant in the room is certainly the Battle Pass, because for, I want to say, the second or third time in a row, the Battle Pass for Season 5 is not following the theme of what the season's about. Just like the other previous Battle Passes. Yay. I mean, we got some cool skins, such as the Frankenstein Punisher skin and the comic Black Widow skin. But what I will say is, I want justice for Infinity Ultron. They did his skin pretty dirty, because they made his MVP screen pretty lame, and they made his emote lamer. For the character that Infinity Ultron is, I'm surprised they didn't make him the legendary skin, but of course, we know Rivals has favorites. So of course they were gonna give Wanda the legendary skin. And the skin sucks! I don't care what you say, the skin sucks. But other than that, justice for Infinity Ultron. And lastly, for skins, there really wasn't anything crazy besides just the anniversary event, such as, again, the Blade skin, there was the Luna skin, Mr. Fantastic, and the Invisible Woman skins, that Doctor Strange skin, he's dressed like a pimp and for some reason has crazy hip sway since the cape usually hides it, but now, since the skin doesn't really have a cape, you could clearly see Strange do that, and it's kinda interesting, to say the least.
Before the video continues, quick side note. Bro really forgot the Jeff skin, the most important one in the event. I'm absolutely crying. It's such an awesome skin, bruh!
And of course, who could forget that Psylocke gambling skin? I mean, it's a great skin and all, but like, really? Gacha mechanic into Rivals? Really? Never do that again, Rivals. Please, just don't ever do that. Since nothing else really happened in Season 5, let's just jump into 5.5 with another cool addition to the game, being Rogue. Rogue is... I could not care less about Rogue, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, sure, she's Gambit's wife and all, so I should should kind of have an incentive to care, but like I just kind of don't. Rogue's cool and all, but just not really a character I'm interested in, so I couldn't really tell you anything about her. Moving on to the events of 5.5, we got Seeds of the Gardener, which comes with that pretty disappointing Iron Fist skin that we've been waiting for since Season 4. I'm so sorry, Iron Fist players. We got that pretty cool Mark 1 Iron Man skin, and we got the Alpha Wolf Captain America skin, so pretty cool event, I guess. And to go along with the holiday special, we also got Pim's Test Kitchen, which, you know, you go into Times Square and you get the burger sandwich thing, and then you either get really small or get really big, which is obviously a test for Ant-Man. Let's not lie here or try to like pretend it's not a test for Ant-Man. You know, this is Ant-Man's entire gimmick, shrinking, smalling, and not to mention Pim's Test Kitchen, Pim, Hank Pym, Ant-Man, Hank Pym, Ultron.
Eviscerate these
Moving on to maps, we got nothing new besides Jeffland for Jeff's Winter Splash Festival, which is, again, the same event we got last year, but this time it's a bit different and it's pretty fun. I like playing it sometimes. I don't really know what else to say about it. And lastly, for skins wise, there's only skins upcoming that are looking to be really interesting, such as the Human Torch skin, which I love Human Torch. Again, he's one of my favorite Marvel characters along with Gambit, and that skin looks awesome. I can't wait to buy that skin. Hopefully it'll be legendary, but considering he's going to release with that mystery skin, which seems to be Lady Loki. And lastly, we got the remaining winter skins. At the time of recording this video, we got the Cloak and Dagger and Thor skins revealed. They look okay to me, I guess. If you like them, good for you. Buy them. I don't know. And we also got the Adam Warlock skin that looks absolutely insane and better be his legendary skin, because not only is he lacking a legendary skin for the past year, but also that skin needs to be legendary because it looks so cool. And the Ice Phoenix skin, so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything Season 5 and 5.5 has offered and has to offer and will offer so far. With the Game Awards revealing Deadpool to be coming in Season 6, I just have to include this as well. Deadpool is clearly going to be a duelist character. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but there's just no way they make him anything other than a duelist, because let's be honest, it's Deadpool. He's like the most DPS character in Marvel, so arguing him to be a tank makes no sense, and I'm gonna be honest with you, people who do that, I think you look really stupid. But I mean, hey, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and you can come back and call me an idiot. Sure, I'm fine with that. I'll admit I was wrong. But you cannot tell me Deadpool will not be a DPS, because the argument about him being a tank because of his healing factor makes no sense, because you can argue that with Wolverine. Wolverine being a tank makes no sense either. And also Deadpool possibly being a strategist makes no sense either, because that's not what he does. That's not part of his character. He doesn't heal people. He heals himself, but he doesn't really share that with anyone else. Like, what is he gonna do? Shoot his pistols at other people and have it heal? That makes no sense. Like, I get Rivals can do whatever with the lore for each of these characters to make it work, but in Deadpool's case, you're not doing him justice by making him do that. Like, if you get what I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. Other than that, that's all I gotta say for Season 5 and 5.5, so, oh, right. I forgot to mention one of the important parts about both of these seasons. Characters, meta, balance changes. Ooh, yeah, I'm not really the guy to do that kind of thing, so I'm gonna make a smart decision, and I'm gonna go take a fat shit, so, J-Dog, if you want to, take over, then you can take over. I don't fucking care. You know more about meta than I do, so knock yourself out.
Me? Aw, you're too kind. Sure. So, let's talk about the meta. As a person who almost reached eternity in ranked and keeping track of every single patch note in this fun, unbalanced mess of a game, I think I'm happily qualified to talk about what is and what is not meta in Marvel Rivals. I hope. The meta in this game has overall shifted so much in the current game's lifespan, with 12 new heroes being added, with newer ones being added every month, 6 new maps being introduced into Domination or Convergence, and 15 hero balance changes since the game's launch. That's a lot to keep track of, especially in this day and age. Right now, the meta has been more painful than it's ever been. Triple support is back in the meta, Magneto is still the ultimate king of frontline tanks, DPS heroes like Phoenix, Bucky, Star-Lord, Hela, Hawkeye, and Daredevil are still some of the most oppressive characters to go against. Phoenix's damage, Bucky's pull, Hawkeye headshot, Star-Lord ult, Hela's long range, and Daredevil's mere existence all make me want to cry. And ever since the most recent patch of the game, Ultron has been changed to have 2 of these little no-thoughts head empty drones instead of 1. All you need to do is have the rhythm mindset up for FNAF game and continue pressing E on your team until you get your ultimate, which is now just a defensive ult instead of something to go super offensive on. Because if you do go too offensive with Ultron ult, well... Oh yeah, he also sort of works in double support now, which is good, but I personally would still prefer triple support if running an Ultron comp. But Ultron isn't a complete server admin. There is one singular character that is... Gambit. Gambit has been the one character that has completely broken the game. Everything you want in a support, he has. If you want to dive him, too bad. He would just completely dash away to a place not even Daredevil can sense where he went. If Gambit is not banned in the game, then he decides your elo. He decides the flow of the game. He decides your team. If your team doesn't have a Gambit while he's open, then you're throwing the fucking game. I am sick and tired of this character if he is around. Not only you cannot dive him, but you can't 1v1 him sometimes. Gambit is the first true support character that actually looks unique and cool, but sadly he's banned in every ranked game because of how bullshit he is. Even after saying all this, he's not even the best support in the game. This character is the ultimate server admin, literal Satan, a walking frustration. Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman, if you count her as a support, since she can throw hands with basically every single duelist in the game. Ever since the new buffs she received in Season 5.0, Invis is now the ultimate server admin in the game, also making her a permaban in competitive rank. Oh yeah, the reason I said she can 1v1 every duelist in this game is because she can now shield herself during the 1v1. Put one of these bad boys down and move left and right in front of the duelist and they will have a hard ass time killing you. But this shield can do fucking anything you want it to. You can block Magol, Doctor Strange ult, Iron Man ult, Bucky ult, a fucking Groot ult. While using the shield, it also heals her and slows down enemies who goes through it. It's absolutely crazy what the capabilities of her shield has. Her push/pull was also buffed. It can now push or pull you from 35 meters away. This woman is the bane of my goddamn existence. I think you can see why she's often banned in ranked. Gambit is banned all the time as well. But aside from those 2 server admins, there are other characters that still get banned a decent amount. In ranked, Hela is still banned because of the Nomura team up, which honestly that's the only thing making Nomura sort of valuable nowadays. Nobody wants to deal with invincible squids. Bucky is banned sometimes depending on the comp the enemy's team is running, but it is almost always going to be a diving comp if they are banning Bucky. Hawkeye is also a good ban since getting picked off the fight instantly by one shot is not a fun experience if the Hawkeye player has 2 or more brain cells. Depending on the map, Penny Parker gets banned a lot as well. Maps like Central Park, Clintar, or Celestial Husk, depending if your random teammates actually have a proper sense of awareness, or depending you're fighting, it's just a server admin to stop you from getting anywhere. I hate you Penny players. As we all know, Daredevil gets permabanned every single match because his mere existence can just pick or ban in a deciding elo. Just like Gambit, but I argue Gambit is way worse. And if you ban any of those characters, trust me, your game will be so peaceful without these admins running around all the time. It's nice to say nah and click that ban option.
Alright, you stinky shit, move.
Oh, rude.
Anyways, I'm sure you learned a lot or remembered a lot from this video, so that's all I have to say, that's all we have to say, and until next time, fuck off.